Find other great podcasts like this one at podmoth.network.
Today, we bask in the light of mustachioed greatness. Hi, this is Daniel Segura, host of the Mustachioed Podcastio. You like mustaches? You like movies? You like sexy Chicanos? Well, the Podcastio is the place for you. We are talking legendary mustaches from Charles Bronson to the Great Burt Reynolds to the OG Ice-T. Find the Mustachioed Podcastio anywhere you listen to podcasts. That is M-O-U-S-T-achioed Podcastio.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cryptid Cocktail Party, a show where we have a few drinks, share a few laughs, take a dive into the unknown. I am your host, Dave, and today I am joined by a man whose love for cryptids is only outweighed by his love of Reuben sandwiches, and that would be Luke Ferry.
Love me a Reuben.
He loves himself a Reuben. How you doing, buddy? It's been a minute.
I don't know if I love Reubens more than cryptids, though.
You don't think so?
No.
No. I mean,
To me, some weird genie, even if you sounded like Robin Williams, be like, listen, you have all the Reubens you want, but there's no more magic. Like, that's Reubens are good, but like clubs exist.
that's fair enough. Yeah, man, you've been missing for a minute now. How was your pinball tournament thing?
That was good. I made it to the finals. So it was the top four. Got my ass absolutely handed to me, but like one of the guys I was playing with was there was a problem with one of the machines. So instead of just telling the manager, he just casually texted the guy who made and designed the machine.
Just like the whole ass game?
Yep.
Okay.
So like he's been around the pinball block a few more times than I have.
Oh, so he's a seasoned vet kind of deal?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. How many people played in it?
I think there was 20.
God damn.
So top four got money. So I got $125 that day.
That's not bad for a couple hours
Not
of just
too
playing
bad.
pinball.
I took off work for it. Probably would have made more, but
Oh, but that just goes to show how confident you are in your pinball skills. Because like even in something that I'm the most confident in, I don't think I'd take a day off work on the off chance that I might win money. But you knew like I'm gonna come out of here with some sort of bankroll.
Yeah. It's your boy, dude.
That's fair enough. What was grand prize?
400.
Really?
Oh, dude, and that's just like a local charity tournament. Like it gets up a lot higher than that.
Oh, it was for charity?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
One of the biggest reasons I took off. Like, okay, yeah, like I'll lose a little money, but like, if anything, like it's Boston's Children's Cancer Center gets some cash.
Yeah, no, that's I would definitely.
And then I took $125 away from those kids.
Fuck them kids. But I didn't know it was for charity, so now maybe I would take the day off work, even if I wasn't as confident in my
Dave
skills.
Prescott hates cancerous children. It is now canonized.
Well, I mean, what have they ever done for me?
Not a damn fucking thing. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Luke. Well, you missed out on not too much. You missed out on the Mananangal, which is a fucking awesome story. But to make up for it,
I missed out. Like you didn't fuck up the scheduling.
Oh, that's on me. Well, yeah, dude. Well, all right. So here's the thing. So I'm going to Vegas on Thursday.
To promote the show.
I'm going to When We Were Young festival.
Oh, so to waste time.
Well, it's
if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, Dave. You gotta remember
that. That's fair enough. No, it's my anniversary, my wedding anniversary on the 21st, and then my birthday's the 28th. So the wife and I are taking a little vacation. So I've been working overtime. So I've been working Saturdays, and I fucked up the schedule. It's on me. But anyways, I'm gonna make it up to you, Luke. Okay. I'm not. I texted you this before the show. I'm not confident that all of my information in the story is correct, but it's
unlike every other cryptid story that we've done.
I feel confident in a lot of those stories. This one is the only one where I'm like, people like I could potentially get messages on this one. You know what I mean?
Even better.
It's gonna be great.
And,
all right.
It's no bad publicity. I can't say that word.
Do you just have a stroke?
Publicity. No, I'm making toast. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
All right. So I wanted to continue on with our the overseas journey we've been on. I figured today we would travel just like a short distance northeast of where our last episode took place, which, if you remember, was the Philippines, to talk about what I believe is one of your favorite types of folkloric creatures, and that would be the yokai of Japan.
Yeah, doggy.
Now, you know a lot about the yokai, right? Or at least
I love yokai stories.
yeah, I know you do. Now, as I'm sure you know, but maybe the listeners might not, there are like literally hundreds of yokai in Japanese folklore. And just like the Manananggal and the Aswang of the Filipino folklore, these also get broken down into different categories and subcategories: vampires, ghosts, ghouls, that kind of stuff. Well, I'm not entirely sure if there's a yokai subcategory of self-segmenting viscera suckers. The subcategory that our topic falls under is the Yuri. Now, the name Yuri consists of two kanji, yu meaning dim or faint, and ri meaning spirit or soul, to form what basically translates to faint spirit, or to us Westerners, ghost. Now, do you have any idea what we're going to be talking about today?
That does not
Narrow it down at all.
No, not even.
Oh, now, Luke, this would be a really boring episode, and you'd probably be very disappointed if I just told you some run-of-the-mill boilerplate ghost story. Right? No, you wouldn't be? I feel like you'd be.
Yeah, go for it. I send it.
All right. Well, no. Well, today's subject is something much more terrifying than just some Casper-ass ghost. Today we will be...
Is it starving ghosts?
No, close. We'll be talking about the original spooky, scary skeleton, the starving skeleton, also known as the Gashadokuro. Are you familiar?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Definitely haven't done any deep dives on it, but I read the top paragraph.
Gotcha. So for those who aren't familiar, much like I was when writing the script, the Gashadokuro is a malevolent spirit that presents itself as a massive, roughly 90-foot tall skeleton that is said to wander Japan during the darkest hours of the night.
Home Depot.
Dude, this is every girl's dream. Just a 90
That's my Tinder bio.
Your Tinder bio is just 90-foot tall skeleton.
Yeah, look at me.
That's fair enough. You are mostly bone.
My body can't process anything.
I used to have this really tall, skinny friend in high school, and he went to the gym all the time. And I was like, how come you go to the gym and you lift weights constantly, but you don't ever get any bulkier? And he just goes, dude, I have miles of bone that these muscles have to stretch across. It's like, that's the perfect. All right. Yeah, fair enough.
It's true.
So again, the Gashadokuro is a massive 90-foot tall skeleton. Its sockets eyeless, just two massive black holes that scour the landscape looking for its next victim. Its back is bent and twisted, its joints rattling and chattering.
It's in its 30s.
It's like 31, 32 years old. But yet somehow it can stay undetected. That is, until it's too late, only knowing that it's near by the sound of grinding teeth or burning in your ears. You'll feel like a weird sensation in your ears. Like, the old wives' tale where it's like, oh, ears are ringing, someone's talking about you. It's like that, but with a nightmare demon monster. It's kind of the same, right?
Just be my hungover ass at like 10:30, like just like grab my nose and blowing, like trying to make them pop. Just a 90-foot tall skeleton walking behind me. Do you remember the episode of Rugrats where they thought Reptar got out and they had to find him?
Like the one where they're like in the toy store?
No, they're at Tommy's house.
Okay.
And they have to like bust out because like Reptar's outside and he's like in trouble. And they walk outside and they're like, let's look for him. And Chucky's like, he's 100-foot tall lizard. If you can't see him, he's not here. Dude, so fucking real for that.
That is. So yeah, I don't know how, like, it is technically a physical being. So I don't know how it can stay undetected until you hear its teeth grinding. It's 90 feet tall, bro.
Yeah, dude, I am 6 foot tall and skinny. I don't get a plus 20 to stealth checks. Like,
No. If anything, that's a natural disadvantage. At least walking
Yeah.
through caves and or doors.
something's gonna start cracking. Like, and I have cartilage.
Now, speaking of cartilage, this thing doesn't have any. It doesn't have any tendons or muscle structure, so it doesn't move too well. All the depictions of it say it kind of twists and wriggles on the ground until it can kind of get its shit together and move somewhat normally, much like a hungover person in their 30s.
Yeah, like my left leg every time I try to get out of bed.
Exactly. Or when you're sitting on the toilet for too long and you're on your phone and your elbows make your knees go numb.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. Some even say this wasn't in all the descriptions, but in some of the descriptions, say that it like is burning like a faint green or blue, like it's just covered in green or blue flame, which doesn't make it worse, but it sure as hell does not make it any fucking better. Like, it's already pretty bad. The fire doesn't add or subtract from the nightmarish thing that this is.
Bullshit. I think it adds.
You think it's scarier? I don't think the
With it being on fire. Yeah. Dave.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's on fire. It doesn't, because that's not how it kills you.
What I'm saying, at this point, he could just pick you up, and it's just like me picking up my kitty.
Yeah.
But if my hands were fire and I picked up my kitty,
I don't think it's like, I think it's like an ethereal fire. Like, I don't think it's like a burning.
yeah, but I don't
fire.
know that until I get there.
That's,
you know?
Yeah. And by the time you're touching it, it's probably way too late.
Two giant hands are coming at you. One's on fire, one's not. What you going for?
Is there like a rock I can just fall forward onto?
I mean, yeah, but he's gonna like pick it up.
That's fair. All right. So it's funny you should mention giant burning hands coming down at you. It's said that when the Gashadokuro does happen across a human, it's not good. And this excerpt from an article on yabai.com puts it way better than I ever could. So I'm just going to quote it straight up. It says, quote, "There will be no mercy. These are vicious and vengeful spirits that are out to let their negative energies and savagery flow relentlessly. They don't have any specific diet, but they love the taste of human blood. The Gashadokuro creeps up behind its victim as silently as possible, grabs them with its bony hands, bites its head off, and then downs the blood pouring from the major arteries of the neck," end quote. So basically,
Attack from Titan.
Yeah, that. But I was going to say, remember Squeeze-Its? You're basically a human Squeeze-It at that point. Just fucking, just one gulp, all of your fucking blood right down its skeleton. But it's a skeleton, so I'm assuming that when it does it, it is kind of like the ghosts from Casper when they eat food and just kind of plops out the bottom.
No.
But I'm sure you're wondering, where does the spirit come from and why is he so mad? No, you know, I guess
just get it.
Yeah, it doesn't really need any explanation, but I'm going to tell you if you want to know. Well,
yes, I'm already here.
It said that I feel like I'm not pronouncing this right, but I'm going to keep saying it the way I have.
Definitely not pronouncing it right. Just keep going.
The Gashadokuro, has to be it. If anyone listening can tell me a better way. But I asked my wife, who did take Japanese in college, that it is.
I was going to say, why aren't we like consulting here?
Yeah, I asked her and she said it's Gashadokuro, but she is also just a white chick from New Hampshire, so fuck knows.
She's our best resource, guys. I'm sorry. Like,
no,
she's great, but she's the cream of the crop from what we have to access.
I mean, she is better than both of us, and as in like a personal and just like well-being state of like, but it is what it is. So the Gashadokuro forms out of piles of bones of those who have died from famine or lost their lives on the battlefield but never received a proper burial. The restless spirit, full of hate and rage, then takes off into the countryside, usually places where there were like scenes of old battles, mass graves, old cemeteries, seeking revenge and justice for the souls of those who passed but were dishonored after death. Now, there are a lot of different origin stories of how the Gashadokuro came to be, and no one is 100% like really certain, but it's believed to have originated in the 10th century in what some would call like a semi-historical account.
Semi-historical.
Well, I
I
mean,
like this.
it's literally in like the year 900 something. I'm sure this was written down, but most of this is probably word to mouth, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this gets a little convoluted, and I'm going to butcher a bunch of Japanese names and Japanese like provinces, but the story of how this thing came to be is fucking baller, dude. Are you ready for this?
Oh, buddy. You know it.
So the story goes that a very well known and respected samurai slash nobleman in the Kanto region of Japan named Masakado was ambushed by three of his cousins over a marriage dispute. Now, Masakado, being the kind of person who doesn't take any shit because he's a samurai, decided to go burn their home down, killing his uncle Kunika in the process. Now, news of the
So a straight G.
yeah, dude, he woke up and just fucking chose violence. Like as soon as he got jumped, he was like, "Fuck this," and turned into like the Punisher. This story's fucking wild, dude.
Love that for him.
So, he decided to go burn their homes down, and he ended up killing his uncle Kunika in the process. Now, news of the death of dear old Uncle Kunika reached another one of Masakado's cousins, a man named Yoshimasa, who wanted to avenge the death of his uncle and challenge Masakado to a duel, which he immediately lost. Like it was like just not even like no challenge whatsoever. He didn't.
If a samurai has a problem with you, just deal with it.
Yeah,
Like you're like, yup, he fucked my wife.
that's it.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, he's now your
She's
wife.
fucked.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he
You're
didn't.
not gonna unfuck her by getting your head cut right off.
No, he didn't die, but he was for sure embarrassed. And not being able to handle the embarrassment, Yoshimasa tattled on Masakado to another one of his relatives, and also someone who just happened to be the assistant governor of the Kusasa province. His name was Yoshikani. So Yoshikani gathered up thousands of soldiers because he had that kind of resources at his disposal, and marched to go battle Masakado, which to me kind of seems like a gross overreaction to
Yeah, like maybe like 6 guys who are like kind of good could probably
yeah,
get
but
it done.
either way, Masakado was able to scrounge up a small army of just 100 soldiers and handed Yashikani his ass, because if we've learned anything so far, Masakado is a fucking baller, dude. Like, just does not give a fuck. Now, here's the part in the story where I'm going to kind of yada, yada, yada a bit here and just give you some bullet points, because this gets a little, this reading this was so convoluted and I couldn't really keep up with it because of who I am as a person. But basically, Masakado was brought to Kyoto to pay for his crimes. What crimes? I'm assuming just the murder of his uncle, not you know. But he got off on a pardon. Now Yoshikani battled him again, but this time Masakado was injured during the battle, so he fled with his wife, who, spoiler alert, was Yashikani's daughter. So I'm pretty sure that must be why this guy had it fucking out for him to begin with, right? I would assume.
I bet he didn't love it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, he wasn't stoked on the idea. But I mean, he is a nobleman, so I mean, marrying your daughter off to a nobleman back then, like, it was probably a big deal.
Standard issue, but then you don't expect that guy to like kill your uncle.
That's fair. Then in the year 939, Masakado starts a full-on rebellion known as the Tangyo disturbance, which is 100% real. I looked into this. This dude literally did this.
Crazy that this ends with a 90-foot stealth skeleton.
Again, semi-historical accounting. Now this popped off when he attacked one of the central government's outposts, and then within the year he controlled several provinces and gave himself the title of new emperor, because why the fuck not? So this
If
dude,
you're in the position to just say it, then say it.
yeah.
You know,
So
like, slay queen.
So this dude is just fucking shit up left and right. all because he got attacked by his cousins and then decided, fuck all of you. I'm just going to take over the whole thing. So this is where the shit gets real. So the government in Kyoto acknowledged his attacks as a genuine revolt and put a bounty out on his head. And in 940, he was killed and beheaded by another one of his cousins, Satomori, and some dude named Hidesato. I don't give a shit about him. And they killed him, decapitated him, brought his head to Kyoto for a reward, where it was then prominently displayed on the steps for the world to see. Now, this made Masakato's daughter, who just happened to be a very famous and very powerful sorceress, pretty upset. She was pretty upset that they would kill her father and then disrespect him in such a way. So she used her ancient magic to summon the first
Oh, that's where it deviates. Okay. Just wondering.
To summon the first Gashadokuro from the bones of those soldiers who fought alongside Masakato in battle, and then unleash it onto Tokyo, where it ravaged the city, killing and destroying pretty much everything in its wake, stopping only when the head of Masakato was removed from Kyoto and moved to what is now modern-day Tokyo, where a grave still stands, and there's still like a monument to him to this day near the Tokyo Imperial Palace. But yeah, Luke, there you have it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when Booth got into the theater and killed Lincoln, and then it made furries become a real thing.
I bet you there is a direct connection between those.
Yeah.
There's no way there isn't. But I mean, no, yeah, I can't. I have nothing to refute what you just said. It's 100% like when Booth killed Lincoln and now there are furries, is how this man was beheaded, and then his daughter summoned a 90-foot tall Home Depot skeleton to ravage Kyoto. Oh.
Home Depot could not pull this off. This is Lowe's all day long.
I love that Lowe's is like the Target to Home Depot's Walmart.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Oh, shit. But yeah, Luke, there you have it. That is the maybe possibly the best of my ability story of the Gashadokuro. How was it? What do you think?
I don't know why you said it was like going to be hard to understand. Like, giant skeleton eats people like, go-gurts. Like, yeah, I get it.
Oh, go-gurt is such a better. I said squeeze it, but you know what?
Yeah,
I think we're on the same thing. But yeah, so
we're out here.
That's it. That's the story. That's all I got, man. That's it.
I was thinking, this was going to be a slightly quicker one. Where are we at with time?
We're at 22 minutes. We're almost at the end here, bud.
How about I tell you a quick yokai story? One of my favorites.
You got a quick yokai story? Oh shit, we doubling up right now?
Oh, we doubling up.
Oh god,
it's a short one.
All right, no, yeah, go for it.
Okay, baby. So, David.
Yes,
Mr. Prescott.
That's me.
Do you poop?
Are we talking about like healthy, regular, consistent, or do you like just slop?
Just at all.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's infrequent and it's nightmarish.
Oh, mine are quite frequent, but
yeah, but you have a bunch of fucking stomach problems, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're like Jamie Hurley, but like functional.
Well,
no shade to Jamie Hurley, but he does have pooping problems.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah.
But we both got poopy problems. Buy a bidet, my man. It changes everything.
But to answer your question, yeah, everybody poops. There's a whole book about it.
I've read that book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe the second one was Everyone Poops the Reckoning.
Not the rectuming.
Well, David,
get on with your story before I keep going.
This Japanese yokai can be traced back to urban legends and records as early as 1930. He dons dude. They've been making them.
Well, I was gonna say, hold on, they're still making yokai.
Oh, they don't stop, dude.
I love that.
Oh yeah,
I feel like we stopped inventing cryptids in America in like the 70s.
Yeah, because we have real horrors.
Fair enough. Continue.
He dons a red cape and a mask and can be found in women's bathrooms.
Oh,
So I don't know. Fuck it. When he does it, he gets a wiki page. But when I do it, oh no. But
yeah. And I'm sure you guys serve the same purpose too.
no. The Akamanto.
Akamanto.
The yokai approaches you in your most dire time of need, when all hope is lost.
When you're taking a big poop?
When there's no more toilet paper to wipe with.
Oh no. I've been there and it's the worst.
But Akamanto generously comes in and offers you 2 rolls. One is red and one is blue, and lets you choose which color you would like. Dave, what color are you choosing? Akamanto. Akamanto's right here.
Hold on. Is he pulling a Morpheus? Am I going to find out I'm living in a simulation?
Make your choice.
I'm going to go. Oh, fuck. I'll see. Blue to me means good. Red means bad. But this could go either way. I'll go red.
Ooh, red. Your throat is now slit and your blood is covering you and falling into the toilet. Filling the bowl with not only your feces and maybe half of a fucking strip of toilet paper, but
wait, so what's blue?
You are choked to death. Your head is put into the toilet, and
wait, so I'm choked. So neither option is good.
Well, you could ask for a different color.
Can you really?
Yeah, then you get dragged to hell.
So, all right, so. It's either red or blue. Red, I get my throat slit. The blood flows down my body into the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Or blue, I get choked to death, and then I get a poop swirly.
Yeah, you'll already be dead for that part, but
yeah, either way. Or I could be like, yo, neither of these are my vibe. Can I get maybe like a purple or a turquoise? And then I just immediately get dragged to hell?
Right away, do not pass go.
What is the point of this? Like, is this like a cautionary tale to always check for toilet paper? Like, what? Why?
Assume. I don't know. I didn't take it.
What's it look like? Does it look like
he can be banished?
He can be banished
with unbridled savagery. You just hike those bad boys up and bow-legged walk right past this bitch.
So you got to do the fucking like the Yosemite Sam past him and just walk out
and disappear like the albeit stinky queen that you are.
That's fine. So what's it? So
and also, I wrote on my Instagram post about that that I finished it with. Now that's what I call getting caught with your pants down.
Oh no! Well, so it literally, what does it look like?
Oh, dude in a robe with a mask.
That's it. So it just looks like a human dude.
Yeah,
just wearing like a smoking jacket.
It's like a cloak in the picture that I found.
Okay,
with some buttons, like a pea coat with a cape.
Now, why? Why does this thing exist?
The world's a cold, dead place.
That's fair enough by me. I'll take it. Oh shit! All right, Luke. Well,
there's one that's just a wall.
Yeah, dude. So there's so many yokai.
There's like you said hundreds. I think there's well over 1,000.
Well, there's hundreds, but then those gets broken down into subcategories. I don't know if the subcategories have different ones in with them.
Yeah. 100%.
But I mean, some of them are evil. Some of them are good. Like they're not all. It's not like the Oswong or like the Jin, where like every single one is just like bloodthirsty and ready to fucking murder you. Like there are,
and then it gets even more complicated because some of them just switch at some point.
Yeah,
like the Honda, like used to be like just this chill dude who just walked around, played music, and danced, and then a couple hundred years later, is reported just finding anyone who did good and smashing their fucking heads into rocks.
Yeah, it's all very confusing.
But everyone changes with age, so I get it.
Yeah, no, you can't judge someone.
And he doesn't have a butthole. I'd be mad too.
But the Kappa has 3 buttholes, which is a fun fact. So, there's a lot to go. There's lots to digest here. I
love diversity.
It's great. All right, Luke. Well, that's the end of the episode. I appreciate you, and I am glad that you're back on. Do you have anything you want to plug or say to the audience before we sign off?
For my folks in the good section of the country, 603 Seltzer came out with a pumpkin spice seltzer.
Is it
I
good?
bought this thinking 100% that it was going to be the worst thing I ever tasted, and literally gagged 2 or 3 times before I could actually get it to my lips. Very good. It's actually great. I just needed to know. I needed to know if it sucked. I was out $9, whatever.
No, the gross curiosity, I completely understand when it comes to trying new beers. I completely get it. All right, well, you heard it here for her. 603 pumpkin spice seltzer. Ugh. I'll take your word for it. Oh, all right. I'm gonna say goodbye now. Luke, do you want to say goodbye?
Come on, do it. Now I'm trying to get my cat to say goodbye, but she won't. All right. Bye, everybody.